Hi, this is Jason from Student Learning Support, and today's mini workshop is about paraphrasing. Alright, we'll be doing some activities through this video, so if you want to pause through it so you can do it, please go ahead and do that. Alright, let's get started. First of all, let's do some revision. What is paraphrasing? And why paraphrase? Alright, so pause the video and have a think about that. Alright, so firstly, paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is when we need to put a sentence in our own words. Alright, and this is what we need to do when we're at university. So why do we need to do this? It's already there. Why do I need to rewrite something? Well, one reason is it tells us, the people who are marking your work, that you understand what you've read quite clearly, and you're able to connect those ideas that you've read to the essay or whatever assignment that you need to do. Right, what else do we need to paraphrase? Right, well, if you're a second language learner of English, then you'll need to have a lot of vocabulary. Right, so maybe right now you've got a lot of vocabulary about family and shopping, but maybe you've only got a little bit of academic language. Maybe if you're studying business, you know what profit is, and cash flow, and business case, but what's proposal? Okay, science and physics, maybe you don't know any of those words. So if you're studying some subjects related to science or physics, then you'll need to start working and improving that vocabulary. Alright? Alright, so how do you paraphrase? This is how we do it. The first step is to read the text and make sure we understand what the author is saying. So you might need to read it a few times. So this is completely normal. Right? It's, often you'll be reading slabs of academic material. They're using all these fancy words, and so you'll need to read it a few times to make sure you understand what they're saying. The next thing you need to do is look up words you don't know in the dictionary. Right? So these could be specialized words. And then once you've done that, read the text again to see if it becomes a bit clearer. And then finally, you want to ask yourself, what's the main idea of this paragraph or sentence, and what are the details? And then you want to put this in your own writing, in your own words, and you're going to compare it with the original text. Alright? If it's the same, or pretty much the same, you're good to go. But if it's a completely different meaning, then you'll have to start again. Alright, so some other tips. So before I spoke about specialized words. Alright, so you might want to circle the specialized words and look them up. These words they're really connected to the meaning of the sentence, and often we can't change these words either. So these will need to be included when you do paraphrase. If you're, a bit more advanced, or you feel a bit more confident, then you might want to think about changing the tense or the sentence itself. So you might want to make it longer or shorter. You also might want to think about changing the word order as well, but please check to make sure it makes sense. Alright, let's do an activity. So take a look at this sentence and see if you can paraphrase it as many ways as possible. It's a fairly simple sentence. That's why we're beginning with a simple one, and then we're going to move up to something more academic. Let's take a look at the sentence. When Kim woke up this morning, she felt stabbing pains in her stomach. Alright, so pause the video and see if you can rewrite it 2 or 3 times, and then we'll look at some possible answers. Alright, how'd you go? So here's our original sentence, and here are some possible answers. Alright, so we've got, as Kim woke in the morning, she had pains in her abdomen, okay, which is similar to stomach. Kim felt sick in her stomach this morning. Alright, so we've changed the order of the sentence. This one here, as Kim was waking up, she felt sharp pains in her stomach. Alright, so here we've changed the tense. Okay. And we're also, instead of using stabbing pains, I'm using sharp pains as well. I've kept using the stomach. Alright, let's try and do something a bit more challenging now, yeah? Activity number 2. Let's take a look at the sentence and see if you can paraphrase it. I'll read it first. This article will discuss the different corporate social responsibility issues that emerged within 4 multinationals: Apple, Canon, Coca-Cola, and Walmart. Alright, so pause the video and see if you can make a sentence. Alright, we've got 2 possible answers here. Alright, the first one. The article discusses the diverse corporate social responsibility problems that occurred within 4 major companies: Apple, Canon, Coca-Cola, and Walmart. Next one. Problems that occurred within 4 major companies: Apple, Canon, Coca-Cola, and Walmart, related to corporate social responsibility, are discussed in the article. Alright, let's do another one. Good, clear communication is essential in making sure that the CSR strategy relates directly to the company business objectives. Communication also helps putting in the strategy into practice. Alright, so please pause this video and see if you can write it in your own words. How did you go? Let's take a look at my example here. Excellent communication is vital to make sure CSR strategies connect to a firm's business objectives. Communication assists to implement the strategy. Alright, so let's just summarize what we've done today. Firstly, how to paraphrase. So you want to read the text many times to make sure you understand it. Check words you don't understand, then read it again. Then when you've written the sentence, compare the sentences to make sure the meaning is the same. Right. Some tips to improve paraphrasing. Right, so you need to actively work to improve your vocabulary. So this means, reading, practicing, paraphrasing will help you as well. Read every day. You're going to increase your vocabulary. It's going to help your writing overall as well. Finally, if you'd like to make an appointment with the student learning advisor, if you've done any work here and you would like me to have a look at it, you can email me. You can make an appointment to see me going to this little booking system here, or you can use a QR code, will take you there as well, or you can visit me in the drop-in center in the ILC on Tuesdays and Fridays. Thank you.